everybody, and welcome to a semi-spoiler-free. I'm going to try and keep it as spoiler-free as possible. If I do bring up spoilers, I will try to keep it towards the end. If anything, I won't drop anything right out the gate. A spoiler-free review of the FNAF movie, which came out on October 27th, or October 26th if you watched on Peacock. And, yeah, overall thoughts, just to kind of synopsis sort of feeling. Okay, 1 second. I'm playing a game while I'm doing this. I really shouldn't be. But I didn't want to do live comm. And focus on the game too hard, but I'm playing casual, so it's not like I'm playing competitive or anything. The budget is competitive, but I am not personally playing it myself. But yeah, essentially, the FNAF movie as a whole, I think, is really good. I know critics aren't a huge fan of it, and if you aren't a fan of the games, you may not like it, but as somebody who has been a fan of the games for a really long time, I was really excited to get in and watch the movie that I had been waiting so long to finally see, and I can see a very clear labor of love was put into it, and a very passionate group of actors were involved. Obviously, if you didn't know, you have Josh Hutcherson, who plays PETA in the Hunger Games movies, if you didn't know. Matthew Lillard, who plays Stu Macher in Scream, and Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo game, Scooby-Doo TV show, movies. I think he's basically the modern Shaggy. But, yeah. Overall, really solid movie. I won't spoil anything in terms of major plot points. I'll basically just give you the brief synopsis of the movie. Obviously, it is a video game adaptation of the hit game Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, you should all know that, obviously. But the overall major plot point is that it is based off of the first game with elements from the books as well. But that's alright. I'm playing a game, but I was looking at my notes. The major plot points are obviously the fact that it is based off the game. The animatronics come to life and start doing bad things, like killing people and a lot of other stuff. I'll let you to watch the movie to see like what goes on and what happens. But the biggest thing about it is going to be the fact that it's very good, and I truly think the animatronics, which are very well made and are scarily well made, are the highlight of the movie. Like 100% without a doubt, they are the highlight of the movie. They are like the best part of this film. They are beautifully done by Creature Shop, I believe they're called. I don't know the full name of it, like called Creature Shop. Guys done a lot of work on a bunch of other movies, and the biggest thing I'd like to say, just overall, is
they'll regret that.
How's it going? Greetings. Enemy turret located.
but
I've got you in my sights.
yeah. The biggest thing I would like to point out in the movie, if you haven't already seen it, is go into it with an open mind, thinking about how the games are. And if you have played the games and you didn't like the movie, I would like to open up the comments for discussion, but I do again want to keep it spoiler free, so try not to spoil anything for anybody in the comment section. But yeah, the biggest thing I wanted to sort of say is that the movie, just if a movie isn't your thing, don't ruin it for everyone else, because the amount of hate I've seen around the movie basically being like said that is only like it's only good if you're a FNAF fan. It's like my mom enjoyed it. Like she thought it was okay. She like, and she's never really played the games. I had to explain a little bit of stuff to her and how everything works, but they both of my family that went to see it really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's a decent movie. It's just not the greatest in terms of a I don't want to say it's even. I don't even really say there's anything bad about it. I think there's a couple of plot points I wish they did a little bit better, involving the climax, or the third act climax portion of the movie, which again I'm not going to spoil. But outside of that, again, the movie is great. I think it's very solid. Probably my movie of the year, if not for Spider-Verse and Spider-Verse. It's actually really just about it. Or I guess Scream 6 as well.
Still standing.
But
I'm still fighting.
The biggest thing I would like to sort of bring up involving this movie is the fact that as we're recording this on November 6th, it has reached 200 million box office, and it's climbing fast. I really do hope we get a sequel. I do hope it's something that we do get more stuff from. I truly think it is a very solid movie that deserves all of the love in the world because of how much fun it is just to watch. And I've already seen, I saw it twice. I saw it on streaming with my friend Evie and her boyfriend Alex, and yeah, we all thoroughly enjoyed it. We're all fans, so we all really got a kick out of all the little Easter eggs and cameos and references and stuff like that. We also got a huge kick out of huge kick out of the character acting sometimes, because I'm not gonna say it's bad acting. There was a couple of funny moments here and there that were really good. There was a little bit of comedy in there, and I do like it. And you can't have a horror movie without comedy. Have an entire horror movie or a movie and having it be serious the entire time without just tiny bits of comedy. That doesn't mean it's a good. Isn't always great. But yeah. Overall, I give it a solid. As a FNAF fan, I give it a, like, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. As a movie fan and a critic kind of thing, I don't want to say critic, but as a general audience fan, I give it, like, a 6 or a 7. I'd say high 7, if I had to pick just one. I'd say it does have some points here and there that are very confusing. If you do want to have me see some spoiler review spoiler-related thoughts, I might make a second video and put it as unlisted in the description if you guys are really interested. But I think for now, I'm going to continue to leave it spoiler-free. And overall, I'd say if I could pick out some standout things about the movie that were really good that I would like to kind of talk about is, again, I'm not going to do super heavy spoilers about major plot points. I will bring up a couple comedic points that happen here and there. The first instance of us seeing animatronics moving around that isn't like kind of shadows or off-camera movement, I think is insanely cool looking and it's great. I think the characters that we got were pretty endearing and really funny. I think the overall best character just has to be Matthew Lillard. Just in general, he stole the show in terms of everything whenever he's on screen. But didn't say the other actors didn't do great. Everyone did good. I just gotta say, fucking Matthew Lillard stole the goddamn show. Because he's a treasure, and I absolutely love him and hope to meet him at Fan Expo next year if he is there. That'd be great. And if he is there, you bet your butt I'm gonna try and get something signed from him and stuff like that. So, I will say there is a cameo from Kellen Not visually, he does a voiceover cameo, and I'll let you find that out when you watch the movie, but it got me very, it made me very happy when I saw it. And, what else is there? Oh, the biggest thing that I love is the big tease. Or obviously, we knew going into the movie that Matthew Lillard was the villain, just because they announced it publicly.
Every soldier needs a cause.
But the reveal of the villain, basically, like the big reveal of the villain during the climax, was absolutely amazing, and everything I would have wanted for when it came to it. And just in general, there are so many loving Easter eggs and loving. Just in general, there's so much love put into this movie that as a fan, I could not be happier that this is what we got. And my only complaint is that just some plot points involving that reveal were a little bit better. If it weren't for the fact that we already knew it was going to happen. I wish, for as a general audience person, there was more to the reveal. And again, I just really want there to be one thing that is very importantly stated, that this movie for me was truly a moment for video game movie adaptations, to the point where I'm really excited to see what we're going to be getting more of, because there is so much that is needed to make video game movies work. And the fact that they basically went through all of this and made so many little tiny teases and references was great. Again, the biggest... I would talk about... It's a spoiler point, but I'm not gonna... It's not major plot. There is a scene where Mike is confronting the animatronics for the first time, and there is so much attention to detail in the scene, to like how the animatronics are moving, to how they're reacting to how they react to the actors, how the actors are reacting to them moving around. It's just so much fun. There's so much fun and love in this movie that I just cannot understate it. Go watch the movie if you haven't already. Just truly, it is an amazing movie, and it is worth watching it several times. If you want to see it on Peacock and then go see it in the theater, absolutely go do that. If you're not able to get to the theater, try and, obviously if you're unable to go to the theater, watch it on Peacock. It is so worth the bit of money it takes to get a Peacock subscription.
They can't get away with that.
But
in 10 seconds.
the biggest thing I will say when it comes to this movie, as a complaint, or as a, I wouldn't even really call it a complaint, as a review point, is the pacing is a little brisk, but not in a bad way. You kind of get through the movie pretty quickly, and you hit all the points you need, but it feels like you're going through them decently fast. And I'll straight up say it, the only real problem I have with the movie and the pacing was that it felt like we weren't getting enough of the animatronics. But at the same time, what we did get of them definitely balanced it out. And again, the animatronics, them moving around is so good. I'm gushing over it. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I cannot understate how good they look. They are not people in suits. They are actual animatronic robots that are programmed and puppeteered. And it's amazing. There obviously are suit versions of them for certain things that they did, but most, if not all, of the things you see are all animatronics. Here's a point I'll make when it comes to the movie that is not super spoiler, but spoilery enough that is. But, sorry, I was reading on something, but, when it comes to a certain plot point that I was really a big fan of was the... I don't want to spoil it. It's a little bit spoilery. It's a plot point. It is the whole reason why Mike keeps going back, because yes, it is Michael Schmidt. That's Josh Hutcherson's character. Him wanting to do, basically, his motivation for the movie, in terms of other than making money, and you'll see, I think that point is a little bit out there, but not in a bad way. I just definitely think it could have been improved upon a little bit more, and again, you'll understand what I mean when I say I wish they did more build up towards the reveal, or teased more of the reveal, of the big bad, the climax, the reveal, the thing that happens at the end of the movie. That's really cool. You get the idea. That whole thing, I wish they did tease more in those little, like, the build-up towards that. But even what we thought, I'm fine. The only real big thing that I'm annoyed...
If I'm still standing, I'm still fighting.
The only thing I'm really annoyed, like truly annoyed with, is the fact that, again, there's not enough of the animatronics on screen. Like, what we do get is amazing. I love it all. And there's so much labor and love, and into them specifically. Not, I know I keep using the term labor and love, but the animatronics were built so specifically and built so detailed that I genuinely really expect to see them. I want to go to a convention where those are the real things are on display. I want to see how big they are. 'Cause I haven't played like Help 1 or anything, because I know that's a good scale that they use for them. But yeah, I'm excited.
I've seen tougher spots.
I'm excited to see... I'm excited to see where they're going to go with the sequel, because we know that it's in pre-production, meaning it's barely started, and we know that it's going to be based around the sequel game. So I'm very interested to see where they're going to go with this. In terms of the story, because again, they're playing off of a lot of stuff from FNAF 1 in the first movie, bits and pieces from the books and bits and pieces from, I'd say 3, because obviously we have the Yellow Rabbit, which you see in the trailer. That's not a spoiler, it's in the trailer. Which, by the way, a lot of people say that the trailers show too much. It really doesn't, in terms of like the big reveal stuff and a lot of the big story beats. It shows a lot of stuff that was like really cool, but the big story beats, no, it doesn't. I wouldn't even say this trailer shows a lot. But yeah, the overall story that it's gonna try and build up towards into, I think is truly something to behold, and I am really excited to see what we're gonna get in terms of a story for the next movie. I don't know if it's going to be a super long wait. I really hope it isn't too long. I would hope maybe like 5-year wait for the movie to come out. Maybe 3 or 4. Because again, I love this movie, and it was worth the 8 years. It was worth the 8 years it took to get out. And yeah, I don't have much else to say other than that, because again, I want to delve into spoilers, but it's hard to kind of talk about this movie in a spoiler-free mindset without spoiling too much. I've only spoiled minor, unimportant points, without being too detailed about them, I'd say. I could just straight up say everything that goes on, but, yeah, That's pretty much it. I have nothing really much else to say. If you guys are new around here, I don't plan doing a lot of movie review type stuff or any other reviews. It's just FNAF for me is a game that I've always wanted to cover, and I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna cover it, but I'll be covering a little something over on Foxden soon. But yeah, that being said, I might as well bring this up. Thank you for watching. If you are new here, subscribe. We are just under 20 subscribers away from 400. I would love to see you try and hit 500 by the end of the year. So if you are new here, subscribe, please. It would mean the world to me. I'm in a bit of a rough spot with my job right now, so if you could support me over on Ko-fi, every little bit helps. Join the community Discord, follow me over on all socials down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys next video. See what I make. Have a good day, stay safe, and I will probably see you tomorrow for some Halo Infinite, and then a bunch of other videos I have planned, because I'm doing a lot of recording over this next week, because I have a lot of days off, unfortunately. So yeah, that's why I would like this Ko-fi sport would be pretty cool. Regardless, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Don't spoil the movie in the comment section. Please don't.
The test subject. Yes.
I rub some dirt on it. Let's go.
Play of the game.
I'm just doing my job.